then it'll be big problems.
What up?
Other groups will just follow either one.
FRESH2020.
Because it ain't nothing but the other groups, look.
What's today?
It's basically, here's the war. White
Saturday, September 5th.
Then the other groups...
Patrice, they're not ready. Patrice, stop it. Don't tell them. That was Patrice O'Neal, one of the greatest contemporary philosophers or stand-up comedians. Yeah, whatchamacallit. Alcoholic smoking that reefer. Does it matter? Regardless how I feel. Trap beat is called Money Man Clout, for real. Who needs silver and gold when you got steel? Hate to steal from the people that need their money for a meal. Squeal like a piggy with the conscious my asthma. I need to get my tincture game up. But guess what? I did fucking 24 pull-ups. Yeah, I did 24 pull-ups on my own. These are body weight exercises. Do this shit at home. I'm freestyling in my car. I'm in my own zone. It's people looking at me crazy. What's he doing? Ooh! Goddamn. Woo! I thought that was a beat. Y'all was about to get it. That's a fucking song, man. It's a fucking song, man. Czarface and MF Doom, Bomb Throne. Oh my god. Wait till I find that beat instrumental. It's a rap. This is too gentle. I need something angry. What's this? Shout out to all the creators, all the producers. Just got me in the vibe. I feel like relax, recline. Maybe that's good because that's swine. Ooh. You know what I love? When you're going through an intersection and you don't want to be seen. Hold on. Let me get a moment of silence for this. When you're driving, right? Think about football. Shout out to the collegiate NCAA football players. I caught a quick glimpse. Looks like there was fans in the stands and everything. But you know where they were, right? Not in Cali, not in California. They were somewhere else. I'll give you two guesses. You going through the intersection, you get a blocker. I love that, right? Football, running play develops. The running back get the ball from the quarterback, start running. But in order to not get tackled, he got his teammates blocking for him. And that's something I try to explain to younger drivers, inexperienced drivers. You want blockers. You want a big ass SUV, a big ass truck next to you on your blind side when you're going through an intersection, especially when the light is fresh green. Can you dig that? There's so many formations on the road that you can use and look for to be safe. Like, don't be grouped up with other cars. Either slow down, speed up, get out the group. Somebody has these 5, 6, 7, 8 car pileups on a freeway. Somebody made a small mistake that turned big, had a tire blowout, something. That should have been a single car wreck instead of an 8 car wreck. You feel me? What else? It's Small Business Saturday. I'm just getting out the house for the first time. Actually, I was going to go support a small business, a specific one, but they're closed, or they're closing in about 4 minutes. New math, baby. So, you ever drive by like a neighbor's house or just some on your normal route and like their house is together, right? Everything looks lovely. Fresh coat of paint, nice cars in the driveway. And you're like, man, they got their shit together. And then one day you drive by and the garage door is open. The door is ajar. And like, oh my God, y'all some fucking pack rats. From the window to the wall. From the ceiling to the floor. Boxes everywhere, junk everywhere. I'm like, whoo, chink in armor. Praise the Lord. Somebody's doing worse than me, and that's terrible. It's just being a human, right? I don't like to play the compare and contrast politics. I don't like that. But it's just a moment. And then when you go past that house with all the boxes everywhere in the garage, and maybe you took pictures, I don't know, and then you see a car, it's got a ticket on it. Wait a second, today's Saturday. Tickets was probably given out, what was that, Wednesday? Street cleaning day? You still ain't moved your car? You fucked up. Ha! Somebody doing worse than me. Having a great day, by the way. Just a couple, I guess it would be the equivalent of maybe football analogy again, right? You did all your workouts, you studied the plays, right? Everything is how it should be, and then you brought the wrong cleats, or you forgot to tie your shoes, and something trips you up. It's kind of like that. How do I want to frame this for y'all? So, Small Business Saturday, I already told you, but we're going to talk about the small business that is your household, right? And this is about communication, end of the day. My whole thing is, at the end of the day, bottom line, ooh, didn't that hurt your ears a little bit? Isn't that grating on the ears to hear that? Ugh. It's like when I hear those phrases, I know bullshit is coming. I know it's coming. At the end of the day, I'm right and you're wrong. My whole thing is bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Like how you say, fucked up, 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 fucked up. So, tripping over my words here. Everything requires communication. If people are involved, I was trying to explain this to my 4-year-old son. He's very intelligent, very bright, scholastically brilliant. He's got a little sister, and he's got trouble relating to his little sister, being kind, right? Using nice words, nice language. He's just being a boy, I guess. It's hard to say what's normal and what's not, what's pathological, what's developmental. I don't know. This is my first time having a 4-year-old boy, child, man-child. And I was like, dude, you speak English. Oh, this is what it was. I said something in French, I believe. And he was like, Dad, don't say French. I don't understand French. And I was like, whoa, player. You didn't understand English all that well until, several months ago. Hold your horses. And I reminded him, you learned English. Your sister's learning English, right? We work with her. She learns. Have patience. Then you learned Armenian, because got Armenian in the family, right? So now you're bilingual. Then you're learning Spanish. It's 3 languages. Don't forget about sign language. 4 languages. I was like, dude, you can learn as many languages as you want, as you have time for, as you have energy for, as you dedicate to learn. And then I rattled off words in every language I could think of, trying to impress a little fella. And then I took it a step further. I said, you can even communicate with animals. He looked at the dogs. He was like, they don't speak English. I was like, oh, they don't speak English, but they understand it. So you can communicate with dogs. You can communicate with anything, and I put a stipulation on it, right? I said you can communicate with any animal that we know does not mean you harm. So you can't communicate with snakes. Sorry, bud. You can't communicate with bears. Sorry, bud. Sharks, right? If they are a predator of ours, we can't. We don't speak that language. We never will. Whatever. That's how I chose to handle it. Mind your business. I hope the point was well taken. I don't really know. Emotionally, he's a train wreck. I've told him on several occasions, just this last week, why don't you toughen up and be like your little sister? That doesn't feel good to say. As a papa, and it's not a proud moment. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out. But I'm very in tune. Doesn't mean I do the right thing all the time, but I can feel it. I can feel the vibes, right? And being an adept communicator, as I would say that I am, it is quite. It's painful to have glaring missteps in communication. It's like, what the fuck? This is my shit. This is what I do. Right? Very silly small example of several episodes ago, I was talking about me growing my hair out, and I said something like, I haven't styled, combed, or washed my hair since the shutdown. That's not accurate. I wash my hair at least once a month. Once a week. But I rinse that hair every day, or condition it, or something. Simple misspoke. But it is a miscommunication, because I told you, and then you heard it. It was my bad. So when you're running your small business, in your home, you know, it's kind of like, is it medicinal or is it recreational? Talking about any substance, really. It's all in the dosage, right? Maybe, or some degree. Cannabis, right? The reefer, is it medicinal or is it recreational? Both. There are some people who use it strictly for fun. There are some people that use it strictly to treat something. But it's like water. What is water? Are you drinking water recreationally, or are you drinking water medicinally? Well, you need it, and you can enjoy it, right? If you're very hot, you're drinking it, you cool down, it feels good, a little recreation in there. That's a silly question, right? Nobody would ask that because it's stupid. So, I feel sort of similar about communication. Like, it's always like the Weinsteins, right? They say we're playing with an idea, so we're talking, but we're just playing with concepts. We're not making, like, my word is not the law. It can't be, for so many reasons. At best, it's an accurate representation of a thought, at best. I feel like I'm falling into an existential crevasse at the moment, if you will. That's what it feels like. I feel like the times that I hit my peak frustration is when, now guys, tell me if you can relate to this. I'm talking to the fellas right now. Tell me if you can relate to this. You're using your powers for good. Your powers of logic, your powers of deductive reasoning to solve a problem that is in front of you. Right? And while you're doing that, you trip over somebody's feelings. Did that happen to you? I'm speaking allegorical, somewhat. And I made a observation, comment, whatever, today. Speaking to a friend, associate. And basically, I need to go there. That's not a small business. Actually, fuck that business, but I still need to go do something there. Don't worry about it. If you're discussing, let's say, finance, something that is integral to the success of your small business, and by small business I mean either you and your finances, you and your spouse's finances, you and your partner, you and your children, you and your parents, whatever. The household is a business. You got money coming in, you got money going out. The product, for most people, unfortunately, may just be your consumerism. But hopefully you're putting out a good product, you're putting out a good service into the world, and you're getting compensated for it. Hopefully you have a business. You just do. Or you are somebody's business. Okay? Now, how many times do you ever listen in, if you're a stockholder or a shareholder, you ever call in to those earnings reports where they give like hey, this is the Q3 update for such and such company, and here's our earnings, and here's what's going on, and here's what you can look forward to. Do you ever hear them stop and say, well, I feel personally attacked, and I didn't like the the CFOs, emotionally. Does that ever happen? No. Why not? Because we're talking about money, right? Money has no emotion. It is a third-party placeholder. It signals value. Am I right? So I would consider that a failure if that happened, right? If I'm listening in to a company's, just let's say a board meeting, right? And they're talking, and then somebody says, I feel. First of all, you're fired. That's number one. You're fired for cause. Pack your shit. Go tell Facebook how you feel about it, not me. I don't give a fuck. Or discuss business, right? Maybe it sounds cold. Maybe that sounds harsh to you. Maybe you need to think about why that is. Why are you getting defensive at your phone? Why are you, here's my hand. May I help you? Can we get up out of those feelings, perhaps? Maybe we could do that. Seems very counterproductive. There's a time and a place to discuss feelings. I don't know. I think I've said what I needed to say. I can't get too specific because, hello, boundaries, privacy. Talk about it. Talk about it, King. I will leave you with this little nugget. And no, it's not a poop nugget named Robert. It's just not. It's a little piece, what would you call it, wisdom? An adage? What? You don't know how stop signs work? Oh, and you're a boy too. Oh, goodness. Poor guy. Made me forget my fucking train of thought. What was I finna say? Talking about communication, talking about money, your corporation, your business, your business. Man, I lost my train of thought. I got to give you something. I've done built it up too much. So, the key to a successful partnership, the key to a successful relationship, and I mean that in a vague sense, but kind of towards business, but it's applicable to all. The key to success: equal risk, equal reward, equal investment. And that could be of time, of money, of, sure, yes, it's your turn. To the right. So try to structure things in your life such that that's what's happening, right? There's an equal stake, right? Everyone's a shareholder, and there's an equal amount of blame, responsibility, and gains to be had. And I think that it'll go well for you. I think it'll work out well. I was hoping that the other one would come back, but guess what? If and when it does, I'll come back and tell you. Can you dig it? All right, let's find some more angry music. Ooh, NK music on a track. That's a lo-fi beat, though. That's a lo-fi beat. So what we're going to do is continue with the train of thought that we had. We're going to go to this one here. I remember this one. No. It's not that. No. What's this here? That sounds too positive. Yeah, acting like a little bitch right now. Yeah. That's the energy we on. Yeah. No. Yeah. God damn it. I'm mad as fuck. I did 24 pull-ups before I left. You should be shook. You should be scared. I'm smart, I'm talented, I'm black, and I'm wearing underwear, so I'm not going commando. I don't have paint on my face, but I got Indian paint in my blood. I'm oxygenated. I can't even tell you the last time I was this fucking animated. I'm prepared as fuck for what? Warfare. I don't care, your luck is gone, it's over with. We went from green to yellow and now it's red and you dead. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Allegedly the Porsche went off course. Now his feet poking through the floorboard and he feel like he Fred Flintstone, unemployed. Unemployable, a Morgan Freelance, a freestyle fresh, I'm two people in one. Came to me now. Now that I'm southbound, see if I can make it rhyme. Give it to them one time. Everybody has a superpower, and that power is your weakness. Let that devour your whole thought pattern, your brainstem included. Medulla oblongata, you confused with the cortex. Cerebral as I am, I don't have cerebro. Magneto hasn't come into my cipher yet. I wouldn't let him because there's too much iron in my blood. I hate to cause a cytokine storm with the shit that I admire from my own shit. I got a lot to get off my chest. I got a lot to get in my brain. But I'm not allowed to stay sane. Except on Sunday mornings, and some days it's boring, but trust me. Because I've earned it at this point. I don't know. But yeah, it came to me. Your superpower is also your biggest weakness. That's what I was trying to remember earlier. Your superpower is also your greatest weakness. And if you have not identified either, you have some catching up to do. Good news is you only got to find one thing because it's the same. It's double-sided. Oh, I'm glad you asked. I'm sure you would like to know what mine is. Part of good practice, part of strategy, is never showing all 5 of your cards, assuming we're playing poker. Can you dig it? I'm sure you can. Love you guys. Dark Horse Podcast. Go check it out. There's a new episode today, new Q&A. Tomorrow, I'm so excited. There's going to be a members only Q&A. Very, very excited. What is it, the first or the last Sunday of the month, I believe? So I'll be participating in that. And if you join the Patreon, you can participate too. All right? That's it. Freestyle Fresh is about this bitch. Remember, tomorrow, Stay Sane Sundays. Get you a practice. Do something that helps you. Give your body, give your mind, spirit, soul, community, family, the things it needs to fight the dis-ease. 1.